Picture this. Earth, 4.5 billion years ago. It's not the blue and green planet we know today. Imagine a world consumed by fire, a molten sphere spinning wildly in the vast emptiness of space. The early solar system was a chaotic place, filled with leftover debris from the sun's birth, dust, gas, and chunks of rock, all swirling in a cosmic dance. Some of these chunks clumped together, drawn by gravity, eventually forming the planets we know today. But Earth's story, our story, takes a dramatic turn. It's a story of cosmic collisions, a tale of destruction and creation, all leading to the birth of our very own moon. The young Earth, still finding its place in the solar system, was a hot and volatile world. Volcanoes erupted across its surface, spewing lava and gases into the primordial atmosphere. The oceans, still forming, were steaming cauldrons, constantly bombarded by asteroids and comets. It was a time of intense heat, unimaginable pressure, and constant upheaval. Life as we know it would have been impossible in this fiery hellscape. But this early chaos was essential, the crucible in which our planet, and eventually our moon, would be forged. Out in the vastness of space, amidst the swirling debris, another celestial body was making its way through the young solar system. This wasn't just another piece of cosmic rubble. This was a protoplanet, a planetary embryo almost the size of Mars. Scientists have given this ill-fated world a name, Theia. Theia, in Greek mythology, was the titan of sight and the mother of the moon goddess Selene. And in a strange twist of fate, this celestial body named Theia would indeed play a pivotal role in the birth of our moon. Theia, drawn by the gravitational pull of the young sun, found itself on a collision course with Earth. Across the vast emptiness of space, these two celestial bodies hurtled towards each other, their destinies intertwined in a cosmic dance of destruction. This wasn't a glancing blow, a minor fender bender in the vast cosmic parking lot. This was a head-on collision, a cataclysmic event that would forever change the fate of both Earth and Theia. And from the fiery wreckage of this cosmic clash, something new, something extraordinary would emerge. Imagine, if you will, the moment of impact. Theia, a rogue world, slams into the young Earth with unimaginable force. The energy released in this collision is almost impossible to comprehend. It makes the most powerful nuclear explosion look like a sparkler on a dark night. The impact sends shockwaves rippling through both planets, shattering their crusts and melting their cores. Theia, the smaller of the two, is torn apart, its remnants scattered across the cosmos. Earth, though severely wounded, survives the encounter. But it is forever changed. The impact throws billions of tons of molten rock and debris into space, forming a fiery halo around our planet. This debris field, a mixture of Earth's mantle and Theia's shattered remains, circles the Earth, held in place by gravity's invisible hand. The once clear sky above the molten Earth is now a maelstrom of fiery debris, a cosmic ballet of destruction and creation. In the aftermath of the collision, the young solar system is a chaotic and violent place. Earth, still reeling from the impact, is a molten sphere, its surface a swirling ocean of magma. The debris field surrounding our planet is a chaotic dance of molten rock and vaporized metal, all swirling under the influence of Earth's gravity. Collisions are commonplace in this cosmic ballet. Fragments of rock, some the size of mountains, crash into each other, generating incredible heat and light. But amidst this chaos, a new order is beginning to emerge. Gravity, the great sculptor of the cosmos, begins to exert its influence on the scattered debris. Slowly but surely, the fragments begin to clump together, drawn to each other by their mutual gravitational attraction. Over millions of years, the debris field surrounding Earth begins to coalesce, forming a ring of material around our planet. This ring, a testament to the violence of the Theia impact, will eventually give rise to our constant companion, the Moon. As the debris field surrounding Earth coalesces, it forms a swirling disk of molten rock and dust, a cosmic whirlpool around our planet. Over time, this disk begins to cool and solidify. The countless collisions between particles in the disk generate heat, keeping the material molten for millions of years. But slowly, as the initial heat from the impact dissipates, the disk begins to radiate its energy away into space. As the disk cools, the particles within it begin to stick together, forming larger and larger clumps. This process, known as accretion, is how planets and moons are born from the swirling chaos of a protoplanetary disk. Over millions of years, the clumps in Earth's debris disk grow larger, eventually forming moonlets, small proto-moons that continue to collide and merge. These moonlets, drawn together by their mutual gravity, eventually combine to form a single, larger body. This body, still molten and volcanic, is the early moon born from the fiery wreckage of a cosmic collision. In the aftermath of the Theia impact, as the dust settled, a new dawn broke over the young Earth. But the sky held a sight both alien and awe-inspiring. A fiery orb, a glowing sphere of molten rock and metal hung in the sky. This wasn't the moon we know today, serene and silver. This was a primordial moon, a world in the throes of its violent birth. The heat from its formation, the energy of countless collisions, kept its surface molten, a sea of liquid rock glowing under the faint early sun. Volcanoes erupted across the lunar surface, spewing lava fountains into the black void of space. Rivers of molten rock flowed freely, carving channels and valleys that would later cool and solidify, becoming the lunar features we observe today. But even in its infancy, even in the midst of this fiery chaos, the moon exerted its pull on Earth. The two celestial bodies, forever linked by the cataclysmic event that birthed the moon, began their cosmic dance, a gravitational waltz that continues to this day. Earth's gravity, stronger than the nascent moon's, began to draw the molten material of the moon into the shape we recognize today. The once chaotic sphere gradually transformed into a more familiar form, a sphere with subtle bulges and depressions sculpted by the invisible hand of gravity. The molten surface, constantly churning, began to cool. As it did, a thin crust formed, like a skin on a cooling bowl of soup. This crust, fragile at first, cracked and shifted as the molten interior beneath continued to churn. Imagine standing on that early moon, if such a thing were possible. The sky above wouldn't be black, but a fiery orange from the molten surface. The ground beneath your feet, if you could call it ground, would be constantly shifting, cracking, and reforming as molten rock flowed beneath the fragile crust. Volcanoes would light up the horizon, spewing fire and molten rock into the sky, adding to the spectacle of the early solar system. It was a world born of violence, shaped by fire, and yet it would become a cradle for life on Earth. As the moon cooled over millions of years, the bombardment from space continued. Asteroids, remnants from the solar system's formation, rained down on its surface, leaving their mark on the lunar landscape. Each impact, a miniature cataclysm, gouged out craters, some small, others vast plains that we see today. The moon, lacking an atmosphere to protect it, bore the full brunt of these cosmic impacts. These impacts, while destructive, played a crucial role in shaping the moon we know today. They brought new materials to the lunar surface, elements and minerals that would later become part of the moon's makeup. The energy from these impacts, immense as it was, also contributed to the melting and remelting of the lunar surface, further shaping its features. The moon, even as it cooled and solidified, remained a dynamic and ever-changing world, its surface a testament to the violent forces at play in the early solar system. Now, you might think of the moon as just a pretty face in our night sky, but its existence has profoundly shaped Earth in ways that are crucial for life as we know it. One of the most important things the moon has done is help stabilize Earth's axial tilt. You see, Earth spins on its axis like a top, but it's not perfectly upright. It's tilted at about 23.5 degrees, and this tilt is what gives us our seasons. Without the moon, Earth's tilt would wobble chaotically over time, like a spinning top about to fall. Imagine that. The poles might sometimes point directly at the sun, turning those regions into scorching deserts, or sometimes face away, plunging them into an icy abyss. Such extreme and unpredictable changes in climate would make it extremely difficult for life to evolve and thrive. But thankfully, we have our moon. Its gravitational influence acts like an invisible hand, gently holding Earth's tilt in check, ensuring a relatively stable and predictable climate. But the moon's influence doesn't stop there. Back in Earth's early days, our planet was spinning much faster than it does now. A day on Earth might have been only about 6 hours long. Can you imagine cramming everything you do in a day into just 6 hours? Sunrises and sunsets would be happening 4 times faster than we're used to. Talk about a rushed existence. But over billions of years, the moon's gravitational pull has been acting like a brake, slowing down Earth's rotation. This effect, called tidal friction, is the same force that causes the tides in our oceans. It's a subtle force, but over eons, it has had a profound impact on Earth. And it's still happening today. In fact, Earth's day continues to lengthen by tiny amounts each year, thanks to the moon's influence. So the next time you wish you had a few more hours in the day, remember to thank the moon for slowly but surely making our days longer. Now, let's talk about those tides. The moon's gravitational pull doesn't just slow down Earth's rotation, it also tugs on our oceans, creating the regular rise and fall of sea levels that we call tides. You see, the moon's gravity is stronger on the side of Earth that's closer to it. This difference in gravitational pull stretches the Earth slightly, creating bulges of water on opposite sides of the planet. As Earth rotates, these bulges follow the moon's pull, creating high tides. These tides are more than just a pretty sight for beachgoers. They play a vital role in the way our oceans move and circulate. Tides help drive ocean currents, which distribute heat from the equator towards the poles, regulating Earth's temperature and making the planet more habitable. These currents also mix nutrients in the water, supporting the vast and diverse ecosystems that thrive in our oceans. Some scientists even believe that the tidal zones, those areas where the ocean meets the land, might have been the cradle of life itself. The constant ebb and flow of the tides could have created the perfect conditions for the earliest life forms to emerge and evolve. Now, let's rewind the cosmic clock, back to the early solar system, a time when our planet was still finding its footing. Back then, the solar system was a much more chaotic place, a cosmic shooting gallery with asteroids and comets whizzing around like unruly teenagers. Earth, still young and vulnerable, was constantly bombarded by these celestial projectiles. But here's where our moon steps in, not just as a timekeeper or a tide bringer, but as a silent guardian, a celestial shield. You see, the moon, positioned out there in the vastness of space, acted like a gravitational magnet, drawing in many of the asteroids and comets that might have otherwise collided with Earth. It took one for the team, absorbing countless impacts and shielding our planet from harm. Imagine the moon as a cosmic bodyguard, taking the hits so Earth wouldn't have to. Each impact, a cosmic explosion, left its mark on the lunar surface, carving out those craters, those scars of battle that we see today. The moon's face, pockmarked and cratered, tells a silent story of sacrifice, a testament to its role as Earth's protector. And while Earth hasn't escaped unscathed, our planet bears far fewer scars than our faithful companion. The Earth's surface, constantly reshaped by erosion, plate tectonics, and volcanic activity, has gradually erased much of the evidence of those early impacts. But the moon, with its ancient, unchanging surface, preserves a record of those early bombardments, a cosmic history book written in craters and dust. The next time you gaze up at the moon, take a moment to appreciate those craters. They're not just random pockmarks, they're a testament to the moon's role in making Earth a safe haven for life. Each crater, a silent reminder of a collision avoided, a potential catastrophe averted. Without the moon's silent guardianship, Earth might have been pummeled into oblivion, its surface scarred and uninhabitable. Life, if it arose at all, would have faced a much more challenging and perilous journey. So, as you enjoy a beautiful moonlit night, remember to thank our celestial guardian, the moon, for its silent sacrifice, for making our world a little safer, a little more hospitable for life to flourish. But the moon's story isn't just about cosmic collisions and planetary protection. It's also a story about us, about humanity, and our enduring fascination with this celestial object that hangs in our night sky. For as long as humans have walked the Earth, we've gazed up at the moon in wonder. It's been a source of light in the darkness, a beacon for travelers, and a timekeeper for ancient civilizations. The moon's phases, its waxing and waning, have been woven into our myths and legends. Ancient cultures saw gods and goddesses in its patterns, spun tales of lunar eclipses and celestial battles. The moon became a symbol of change, of cycles, of the ebb and flow of life itself. Poets found inspiration in its silvery light, composing odes to its beauty and mystery. Lovers pledged their devotion under its gentle glow, their whispered promises carried on the night breeze. The moon, once a distant object of wonder, became a tangible goal, a destination that beckoned us to reach beyond our planet. In 1969, humanity took its first steps on the moon with the Apollo 11 mission, a defining moment in human history. As Neil Armstrong uttered those famous words, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," the world held its breath, united in awe and wonder. The Apollo missions weren't just about planting a flag on another world. They were about pushing the boundaries of human ingenuity, about daring to dream the impossible dream and achieving it. They were about scientific exploration, about unraveling the mysteries of the moon's formation and its relationship to Earth. The samples of lunar rock brought back by the Apollo astronauts provided invaluable insights into the moon's composition and history, confirming the giant impact hypothesis and deepening our understanding of the early solar system. But the story of the Earth and the moon is far from over. It's a story that's still unfolding, a cosmic dance that continues to this day. You see, the moon isn't static in its orbit around Earth. It's slowly drifting away from us, at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters per year. That's about the same speed your fingernails grow, not very noticeable on a human timescale, but significant over eons. As the moon moves farther away, its gravitational pull on Earth weakens ever so slightly. This means that Earth's rotation is slowing down, and our days are getting longer. Don't worry though, it's a gradual process. It'll take billions of years for Earth's rotation to slow to a crawl, and for the moon to escape Earth's gravitational embrace entirely. The moon's story, much like Earth's, is a tapestry woven from threads of chaos and creation, destruction and protection. It's a testament to the interconnectedness of everything in the universe, how a cataclysmic collision billions of years ago could give rise to a celestial companion that shapes our days, our nights, our very existence. Without the moon, Earth would be a vastly different place, and life, if it existed at all, would be unrecognizable. So, the next time you gaze up at the moon, remember that you're looking at more than just a celestial object. You're looking at a witness to Earth's history, a guardian of our planet, a celestial muse that has inspired humanity for millennia. You're looking at a silent symphony of gravity and motion, a cosmic dance that has been playing out for billions of years and will continue long after we're gone. The moon's story is a reminder that we're part of something much larger than ourselves, a cosmic ballet of unimaginable scale and beauty. And in that grand cosmic dance, we have a partner, a silent companion, a celestial mirror reflecting back at us the wonders of the universe and our place within it.